Hey guys, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be doing a top 5, bottom 5, but inspired by Samantha Marks that are based on brands that interest me. So I'm going to have the top 5 brands that interest me and the top 5 brands that just don't interest me. And I thought this would be super easy to do. I thought I could just sit down and write a list and go, but no. This actually took me a hot minute to put together because I was like, oh, I don't know what does interest me. And guess what? The word is nothing. So these are the ones that interest me. Let's do those first, and then we'll end the video on a negative note. So we're going to start with the positive stuff. So I feel like the first brand that interests me is ColourPop, and this is why. So I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, ColourPop is the brand that never sleeps. They're always posting stuff. They're always creating new things. And I just think, I know that it's a lot of overcompensation, like their collections, collection after collection after collection after collection. But it's always something different. It's always something new. And I just think it's cool. Like their jelly eyeshadows are interesting. The Super Shock shadows, their OG shadows are really nice. Their pressed shadows are nice, their glosses are nice, their liquid lips are nice, a little drying but nice, and they always come out with pretty collections, like the Disney Villains collection. I am like all about. A couple, was that even like last year they did a Disney Princess collection. Like they just have good concepts, and like their spring launch was really pretty, and like it's just a good time. Like all their stuff, I'm always like, ooh, I want that. Same thing with the Juvia's Place, which is the next one, and pretty much every single thing they've released, I've wanted, except for like one palette, and I can't even tell you what the name of that palette is, but like every palette, I'm like, oh god, that's beautiful, like, ooh, yes, and I have like I think I have 3 of their palettes, 3 or 4, and every one I love and reach for all the time, and I'm just like, amazing. The third brand that interests me is Fenty, and it's the same reason. So Fenty Beauty, I feel like it's really hyped up, and I feel like it's really hyped up in a good, or for a good reason. Like right now, I'm wearing the gloss from Fenty. Like I like that she does stuff like kind of woo. Like the body lava thing, like that's not something that anyone really needs until you have it, and then you're like, oh yes, I'm going to be shimmery all the time, things like that. Like I just think it's different, and that's exciting, and like her releases are interesting, and I think they're different. Like I'm drawn to them. I don't know if it's like the marketing or what, but I dig it. The fourth brand is BH Cosmetics, and I know this was in a couple people's like bottom 5, but it's in my top 5 because not only are they super affordable, they also have a really wide variety of things. So they have great products in like all of their ranges. So their eyeshadows are pretty good. Their brushes are pretty good. Like everything like for starting out is great. And they have like a huge variety of like really pigmented eyeshadows, colorful eyeshadows, neutral eyeshadows. Like my camera died. I don't know where it cut off. But I think BH Cosmetics just has a lot of beautiful and affordable stuff that is accessible for everyone. And that's like one of the things that I think I love, is that anyone can have a great starter kit or makeup collection, like, in general. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Tell me down below. And then the last one that always has my interest, but I've only ever bought one thing from them, is MAC. I feel like MAC always has really beautiful collections that come out, like their Cherry Blossom collection that just came out for spring. Oh, it's so pretty. Sorry, my thumb is like really itchy. I don't know why. And I feel like they've had so many cool collections over the years and they like are such a staple, like everyone knows about them, etc, etc. I know they've kind of like fallen off the wagon a little, like people don't talk about MAC as much, but I just think they're interesting. I've never, like again, like I said, I only really purchased the one lipstick that I panned last year from them, but I follow them on Instagram because I think their collections and everything are pretty, and it's inspiring to me. So that is the 5 brands that interest me, and now we're going to go to the bottom 5, the brands that don't interest me. So the first one is Lorac, and for me, feel like I got into YouTube and really into makeup after Lorac had their time. Like, they had their time to shine, and they were doing like those big pro palettes, and everyone really liked them and things like that. But I just feel like it has fallen off, and I missed that. Like, I missed the hype. And I just, like, the stuff I have from them has been gifted to me from like other people's like declutters, and it's pretty and they're nice, like the eyeshadows and everything, but it's like I could live without it, basically. The next thing is Too Faced. The next brand is Too Faced. So I know you guys are like, you have things from Too Faced. You talk about things you like from Too Faced, like blah, 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 blah. You're right. And as a whole, I think that Too Faced is confused. So I know this is something people talk about a lot on Instagram and like on YouTube and stuff, is that Too Faced is two companies crammed to one. One side is like super sexual. It's like very, very intense names like Glow Job and Better Than Sex mascara and stuff like that. And then the other side is like pink and dogs and cookies and chocolate bars and things that are like kid friendly and targeted for like teenagers and young adults and things like that. And then like it's like there's very much a disjoint in their marketing, and it's so confusing to me. So I know I have stuff from them, and there's things from the brand that I like and I enjoy, and I will probably again like keep in my collection, repurchase and stuff. But it's just they don't interest me as much because I can't figure out what the heck they're doing. Like, are they gonna pop up with a product that's like, I don't even know, like, I literally can't even think of something more crazy that they've already put out to say right now. But we'll just go to the next one. The third brand that doesn't interest me is Benefit, and I feel like people are gonna be pissed. Benefit is not cruelty-free, which neither is MAC, and that was on my top list. That's not the main reason. But I just feel like Benefit is only popular because of two things: eyebrows and the Hoola bronzer. And that's it. Like, the box blushes and eyebrow pencils. And people hype them up so much that I'm just like, ugh, bleh. Especially because I've tried both of their, like, hyped products, and I just don't see the hype. I don't get it. It's probably because I'm not a beauty guru. I don't know. I'm just a normal person, I guess. But I don't get it. I do like their aesthetic, like pink. It's cute. The newest cheek palette they put out was like a cheek leader, like cheerleader, and that was cute. I thought it was cute. Like, if they were cruelty free, I probably would have bought that because I think the packaging is cute and I think the concept is cute, and I was a cheerleader, so like I feel that in my soul. But they don't really interest me. I just don't think they come out with anything crazy interesting, in my opinion, and I just don't. The next one is Morphe, and before anyone gets hyped, I own Morphe things. I have a Morphe palettes that I love, and I know that they have a lot of products that are really beautiful, like their highlighters, their liquid lips. They came out with those like lipsticks, the plush ones or whatever they're called. Those are supposed to be super nice, and their eyeshadows are decent. They're affordable and like decent quality. I mean, they're decently pigmented. You have to work for some of them, but you have to work for a lot of other shadows too, so there's nothing neither here or there in that regards. But I just kind of feel like they're just chilling. Like, they are at a point where they have so many people pushing their product that they don't have to push it anymore. Like, that they just send out a crap ton of PR and make enough money off of people buying through that person's link that they don't really have to try. And I'm sure that's not actually true, because clearly I don't work at Morphe. I don't know anything about Morphe's interior structure, but I just feel like I'm sick of hearing about them, and that's why they don't interest me. And then the last brand on my bottom 5 of brands that don't interest me is Tarte. And again, you'll be sitting there like this going, you talk about stuff from Tarte. You have stuff from Tarte. Don't you like that one lipstick from Tarte? Yes, I do. And I also have stuff from Tarte on my wish list, like for the VIB sale and things like that. But I just feel like they're kind of just chilling. Like, none of their releases are really exciting to me. I feel like they are trying, but not in the right way. Like, they're trying. Like I said this in my Will I Buy It video like a week ago, is I was something about it's like it's like they don't try it all, and then like you're in college, you don't try it all, you don't come to class at all, and then you show up on the final exam and want an A. Like, they don't want to try, but they want us to buy stuff still. Like, they don't want to lose our attention, but they don't want to come up with something new and interesting. And when they do, it's a joke. And then they come out with it a year later. I'm still salty about that. I just think that's insane. But those are my top 5 and bottom 5. If you guys have done this, I would love to see it. I'm just interested in you guys' opinions too. Like, let me know down below what you think of what your top 5 or bottom 5 would be, what you think of mine. And I'd love to just start a conversation down below. I know some of my reasoning is like not super sound, but honestly, I never said I was of sound mind or body. So, subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.